What's up, everybody? This is Jack from Crypto 49er, bringing you my knowledge in cryptocurrency. So today I want to talk about Elliot Wave, WXY, and WXYXZ patterns. But before I do, just want to remind you guys about the trivia question. So the question is this: name a famous person that I spoke about in a previous video that said Bitcoin is a scam and blockchain offers nothing after 10 years of development. Now you have to answer this question correctly, and you have to answer on my Instagram post of yesterday's video in order to be accepted for the giveaway. So good luck, everybody. On to today's topic: Elliott Wave WXY and WXYXZ combination. As I mentioned yesterday, Philakone talked about and briefly mentioned the WXY combination yesterday, but today he dives much more deeper into it, and I feel like I got much better understanding from today's video than yesterday's video. But that doesn't mean you should really skip yesterday's video just because of it. It really depends on how much time you have, obviously. I personally think that today's video explained a lot what the WXY pattern is. Alright, let's get into it. So, first of all, before he even began the video, he made a prediction back on February 11th. He said that 4,000 to 800 to 5,200, that's what he's predicting for Bitcoin. It's a little bit lower. It's on the low end of things. We never reached that low as of now. I mean, 2 months late, more than 2 months later. But you never know. I mean, there's still room for it to fall down, right? At this point, we still haven't we haven't recovered. We're still around 7,000. It's not impossible. But either way, he's profiting from the movements. But as he said, it puts things in perspective and help you get your motion out of the way by having a plan that this low can happen. Pretty much just like what I said yesterday as well, where I personally think that Bitcoin at 3,000, no big deal, that's probably the right price. And if you put that in perspective, 6,000-7,000 seems expensive. But anyway, Philakone again went through the Elliott Wave rules and reminders. So the two most popular ones that he always bring up pretty much every time he talks about Elliott Wave is that Wave 3 is often the longest, but never the shortest. And Wave 4 does not retrace to the Wave 1 territory, so it's basically a support level. And then he went over the Zig Zag. The Zig Zag is the ABC corrective wave, has a 5-3-5 structure. So this article here shows you the Zig Zag. So this is the ABC corrective wave. Again, the ABC corrective wave happens after the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse wave. So it happens right at 5. So it goes from A, B, C, like that. So that's what you normally expect from a zigzag, so 5-3-5. And then, but sometimes you get a flat, which is really an ABC corrective wave with a 3-3-5 structure. Although for Philakone called it a 3-3-5 zigzag. I mean, these are terminologies. I'm not sure who's correct here, whether he is or whether this particular article is. But in this article, again, they use the flats as a 3-3-5 structure. And the whole point is wave A in this corrective wave pattern only have 3 subwaves instead of having 5 subwave like a normal zigzag pattern have. And that's the key difference between a flat versus a zigzag, or if you just want to call it 5-3-5 versus a 3-3-5 structure. So after the ABC corrective waves, we should be back in the wave 1 of a 5-wave structure. But quite often, wave 1 fails. And I was reading somewhere that, again, Philakone didn't mention this, but I was reading somewhere that the ABC corrective waves don't actually happen as often as the WXY waves. But let me get into the WXY wave first and explain what that is. After the ABC corrective wave, there should be a wave 1, but if the wave 1 fails, when that happens, we have another set of ABC corrective waves, which when combined with the first set of ABC corrective wave, plus the failed wave 1 forms the WXY pattern. So it's a double zigzag Elliott wave combo, as Philakone called it. So this other article here pretty much shows you the WXY combination. So you see a 5 here. This should be the 5, and then it comes down to A, B, C, and this is wave 1. At least this was supposed to be wave 1, but because it failed, we gave a big X to say that it failed. This is the failed impulse wave. And once it failed, we're getting an A, B, C corrective waves again. And that's where we get the WXY. In this double zigzag Elliott Wave combo. So now what happens if after the WXY pattern, wave 1 fails again? Well, we get another set of ABC corrective waves. This becomes the WXYXZ combo, and it's called the triple zigzag Elliott Wave combo. And it essentially is this. So you see it right here in the next picture. So this is, again, we have wave 5 here, and then we have the ABC coming down, so ABC corrective waves, and then we have wave 1. This is supposed to be wave 1, but it failed, so we give it an X. And then we got another set of ABC waves, and then this is wave 1 again, it failed again, give it another X, and then we give it, and then this is ABC again. So this here, actually, somewhere here, they have Y, they forgot to put a Y in here, and the way that Philakone puts it as well, he puts a W up here, but it really doesn't make that much of a difference. The idea is the same. It says that this is a double ABC combination and this is a triple ABC combination, and there's just different names for it. So this is a WXY and this is a WXYXZ, a triple combination. So now here's the best part that I like anyway. So I think this is the first time, I might be wrong about this, but this is one of the first video I see Philakone clearly draw bearish Elliott waves. So yay, even though obviously no one likes to go through a bear trend, obviously, unless you're profiting from it, then you'll be okay with it. But still, everyone likes to be bull rather than bear. So, but he is drawing bearish Elliott waves in this video, so you could get a better understanding of how bearish Elliott wave works if you want to know specifically how to draw bearish Elliott waves. And one of the things he showed was actually the changing the degree in trading view. So let me see if I can do that in here. So let's say that I just draw a standard. So yeah, I just draw a standard. Well, this is a little too low, almost completely retraced and became a Elliott wave failure. But no, what I want to show is actually if I right click on it, I think I get to the degrees section. Nope, no degrees. Oh, here it goes. The degrees. So you go to the style, right click on it, go to format, go to the style. You have different degrees in terms of the Elliott wave. So as Philakone mentioned, it really doesn't matter in terms of how you label them. It's just really a label. But I guess the correct one probably is minuet or minute, depending on how large the Elliott wave you're dealing with. But again, I mean, it's not that important, but I just want to show you guys how you can properly label them if you do want to label them the way that you want to. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be super millennium, my understanding is, but that's the labeling is entirely up to you. So a couple other things he mentioned was if wave 2 corrects more than 100% of wave 1, then we have a Elliott wave failure and the whole structure is invalidated. It might be part of another wave 1. And I mentioned it previously, and I mentioned it in yesterday's video as well, so this is pretty much the same thing. So you just want to go over it again, make sure that everyone gets that in their head. So the other thing he recommended was the Chart Guys. The Chart Guys is another YouTuber team probably that really uses technical analysis. I briefly watched through one of their videos. I didn't see any Elliott waves in there, but they use a lot more candle reading, so maybe that would help. And I think what Philakone was trying to point out is that there's more than one way to read a chart, and Elliott wave is definitely one of them, but then you don't have to use Elliott wave if you don't want to, and these guys don't. So, but then he just want to point out that he also learned a lot from these guys, and that's why I ended up subscribing, but I still have to watch a little bit more about these chart guys and see what they're actually talking about. The last thing that Philakone mentioned was that wave C always have 5 zigzags. So he didn't really talk about this specifically, but I think this is towards the end when he actually annotated the chart very nicely and actually had it here where it mentioned that the wave C always have 5 zigzags. So you can also see it here as well. For the zigzags or the flats, they all have a 5 sub-wave structure for C. So you can see it in here, you can see it in here, and you can see it in here. So all of them have a 5 sub-wave structure. So that's one thing he wanted to point out to make sure that people are drawing their Elliott waves properly. So anyway, that's my video for today, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the Elliott wave, WXY, and the WXYXZ combos. And let me know if you guys been charting Elliott waves and actually seeing that more often than just the ABC corrective waves. I really want to know about that because I haven't been really charting these waves myself, but for people that have a little bit more experience, let me know. Let me know how it is. So, but anyway, please hit the like button for me. Please hit the subscribe button for me. I always appreciate it. If it isn't crypto, it isn't worth mining, it isn't worth speculating. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.